Not much to say. It's just quiet and not that liquid. What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard to Bubba's Daily Update for Monday, the 12th of July. And, well, I don't know. It's just a crappy market. There ain't much going on. Not much to do. A lot of whipping around, but really very little action and ridiculously lousy volume. We'll see. In the meantime, this update is brought to you by our friends at Tradier Brokerage. And again, I urge you to remember, we have other brokers. Okay, however, there's nobody better than Tradier at $10 a month, which will save you a fortune in those supposed free commissions, plus the fact that we have their APIs, which allows us to automate your portfolios if you're a member at no cost. And again, you don't have to use Tradier. You can get the software. You just get, if you want the auto execution, it can only be through Tradier at this point. But again, at the end of the day, $10 a month is enough for me. Especially since it saves me about 5 figures a month. In the meantime, as I said, it's really big nothing. We've seen higher and lower prices at the moment. The Dow is up 70. The NASDAQ is up 10, which is well off its earlier highs. S&P up 7, and the Russell down about 100. Look, we're long across the board. That has not changed, and of course it won't change today. I think you'll see maybe the start of some action tomorrow with the beginning of earnings season with the banks. You've got JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs, among others. So we'll see. Look, at the end of the day, we only trade by the algorithms and we never make a switch intraday. It will be tomorrow morning, if anything, and I would tend to doubt that we'll be doing anything tomorrow morning in the equities, at least. Anyways, the metals, gold and silver are under pressure. Okay, now they've come back a little bit, but gold's on about $14, which again goes back to when we talked about the failures of the rallies last week and the inability for gold to get higher and through there. It's falling. I mean, silver is really just almost dead. I mean, the ranges have been 10, 11, 12 cents a day, which is virtually non-existent. But at the end of the day, it is lower, and they're basically both stuck in a consolidation level, which could tell us that they're going to go either way and could move very large in either direction once they decide it's time to move. The dollar is higher. We're still long. Copper is lower, and we are still short. Nat gas is higher. Okay, and again, very unusual for this time of year. But this wonderful energy policy will continue to push energy prices higher. Crude is lower, but again, look at where it's come from and the natural selling that one might expect after a monster rally. So it's still at $73 a barrel, which is a joke when it should be at about 35. Okay. But of course, when you give up full control and you let the criminals from OPEC take charge, what do you expect you're going to get? So, in the meantime, you've got the bonds and notes are relatively flat. Now, they've been up and down today as well. And I would still expect to see the bond traders in the bond markets try to push the Fed around, possibly around Jackson Hole, maybe before. They're going to force them, I believe, to hike sooner than they want. I think that we need to see a hike. I think that they're ridiculously low and only fueling this stupid stimulus that we continue to see, which is another criminal matter. But that it is what it is. I can't change that. Grains are a little bit mixed. Corn is higher, beans are higher, wheat's lower. But there is nothing to get overly excited about in the grain markets under any circumstances yet. Okay, now again, we're short, but as you know, I would love to look for a spot to get long. And of course, I will wait for the algorithms, but I would not be in a hurry to be a step-in buyer here because I don't see the purpose or where the benefit's going to come from. Bitcoin has had a pretty dramatic turnaround overnight. It was up almost 1,300. It's now down on the day. Now, we know it's a volatile commodity. And somebody's going to yell and say, well, it's not a commodity. What is a commodity? I don't care what you say. It's a commodity. Okay. But I mean, either way, it's a little bit lower. But again, we're still a big fan. But again, right now, the trend is down. And until that changes, I think that the short side is the correct side of that trade. In the cattle markets or in the protein complex, you've got feeder cattle slightly lower, fat cattle slightly higher, and hogs are slightly higher. We are long the cattle and short the hogs. And in the softs, cotton is slightly higher. We're long. The coffee is higher. We're short. Sugar is lower and we're long. Cocoa is higher and we're short. And OJ is flat and we're long. So yeah, a little bit of a mixed bag. But I don't worry about it during the day. I think that this is just part of the grunge pattern that we're seeing right now. I don't see a lot to do. And I think, again, as I tell you, go play golf, go to lunch, go to the pool. Watching these markets is like torture, and more than likely will only force you to make a bad decision. In the meantime, don't forget about our other brokerage partner. And again, I do have other brokers and futures as well. But CTG or Capital Trading Group, look, here's the bottom line. They got great customer service. They're the only ones I've authorized to do our letter of direction trading because I can count on them to do it right, do it on time. And of course, I'm so confident that they handle all of my accounts as well. They've got some great managed futures products. If you want to check them out, just go to info.capitaltradinggroup.com/Bubba. That's info.capitaltradinggroup.com/Bubba. And you'll get the best service in the industry. Our partnership with Family Farms. 2 weeks from today, baby, I'll be in Missouri, and I can't wait to hang out and see all the folks and talk farming and talk hedging and making sure that we're helping them protect what's going on. But they're a great partner, and our interests are aligned, which is just simply to help our farmers. And the commodity report, which Andy just finished, the quarterlies, phenomenal report. And if you're in the commodity space and trading it, you're not reading this report, please go see a doctor. You're making a big mistake, and you're giving up too much of an edge. And, of course, you want to help us with our high school program. That's Patreon, patreon.com/Bubba Trading. That's patreon.com/Bubba Trading. And this is the Open Week, the Open, at the British Open, the Open Championship. And we'll have our selections for you later in the week. In the meantime, have a great day, everybody. And as I say, be careful. There ain't much to do here. More likely you'll find trouble than you'll find anything good. So sit back, relax, and let the positions work, and don't worry about it. We'll have a great day, and we'll see you all back here tomorrow with another Bubba's Daily Update.